She was once the most powerful woman in France. And then, in the blink of a blade, she became just a headless body in a bloody cart. But have you ever wondered what actually happened to Marie Antoinette's head after her execution? To understand what became of her, we need to first understand who she was. Marie Antoinette was born in 1755, an Austrian archduchess, the daughter of the Empress Maria Theresa. At just 14, she was married off to Louis, the future King of France, in a political alliance meant to strengthen ties between Austria and France. But life at Versailles was a fairy tale built on quicksand. While the royal family bathed in luxury, common people starved. France was drowning in debt. And when the revolution exploded in 1789, Marie became the perfect scapegoat. They called her Madame Deficit, blamed her for excess, lied that she said let them eat cake, though there's no evidence she ever did. Still, the people wanted justice, and justice came fast and cold. On October 16, 1793, Marie Antoinette was led to the guillotine at the Place de la Révolution. She was 37, worn, thin, a far cry from the powdered Queen of Versailles. She stepped on the executioner's foot by accident and reportedly said, "Pardon me, sir, I meant not to do it." Moments later, her head was in a basket. So, what happened next? Unlike a royal funeral filled with pageantry, Marie Antoinette's body and her severed head were thrown into a common grave at the Madeleine Cemetery in Paris. No tomb, no marker, just a shallow pit and quicklime to speed up decomposition. According to some reports, her head was deliberately placed between her legs as a final humiliation. Her head wasn't displayed or kept as a trophy, despite what some grisly myths suggest. It was treated just like any other guillotine victim, dumped unceremoniously, lost in the dirt of revolution. But not every trace of Marie Antoinette disappeared. One woman preserved her image, quite literally. Madame Tussaud, a wax sculptor, who had been working under royal patronage before the revolution. During the Terror, she was forced to make death masks of the freshly executed, including Marie Antoinette. A death mask was a wax or plaster cast made from a person's face shortly after death, like a 3D portrait, capturing the final expression forever. Years later, in 1815, the monarchy was restored, and King Louis XVIII, the brother of her executed husband, ordered the search for the remains of Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette. Their bodies were believed to be located based on old accounts. Bones and some cloth were discovered, and those remains, believed to be the former king and queen, were reburied in the royal crypt at the Basilica of Saint-Denis, just outside Paris. Marie Antoinette's head never ended up on a pike, or in a museum, or in a jar, as some legends claim. It was buried, forgotten, until history decided to remember her not as a villain, but as a tragic symbol of a world collapsing on itself.